Thank you very much for being here. We're back to do it all again. Um, so we are doing the I think this will be the last chapter of this. I think we will get through the last of this call today, and so yeah, so let's crack into it. So who we got here? We got Gorilla Face. My God, Gorilla Face Gwen. Good to see you. Cornville Counsellor, Dark Atheist, Spencer Silvera, Smuckamuck, Becca. Hey Boo, Sean French, The Ghost of Tony Farmer. Good day to you, sir. Amy A. Ramirez, how are you? Who we got? Killdeer. We've got Ricardo Mercedes. Hello to you. Winnie's boyfriend/husband. Good to see you, buddy. Smokey the Cat. Who else we got? C. Morgul, Jeff W. Ellison K. G'day, Ellison. Passed out Roy in the van. Hello to you. Witchert. Mistress Joya von Floofington. Leah Greer's evil twin. Dan Jones. Fast Ravioli. G'day. Honorary Bogan. Pee Wee the Great. Nice little name change there. And the guy, formerly YouTube bot, I believe. Yarn Queen. Upgrade. Amir Charlotte. Not a prince, but a duke. Olive Juice. Hello, Olive Juice. Dragon's Den Dreaming. Evan Bay. Moton G, sorry. And I think that's everyone. So as usual, yell at me if I missed you. It's never intentional. Crago, I did miss Crago. Hello to you. New Lorne Order. And just when I just saw Gorilla Face Gwen there before, just remember, they left a very interesting comment on the last video, which I had missed, and I wonder if anyone else had missed. But they mentioned that in Taken Abroad, when they talked about pizza in there, they talked about having a half and half pizza, half a wine and half pepperoni, which happens to be exactly what he said to Kayla in the chat log when he mentioned, well, one of them likes pepperoni, one of them likes fucking Hawaiian, and they said, oh, we'll have to have half and half. So this dickhead then writes about it in his fucking stupid book. Just blows my mind. I mean, once again, you would think he would want to distance himself from that as much as possible, pretend this never happened, yet he does that. One of his mates in there is called Derek, like he reuses fucking names all the time. Just, yeah, right off the bat, what a fuckhead. And g'day, Herpes von Clustus, and Too Sweet. Thanks for being here, guys. So, bit of a recap from the last one. So we've got through the actual Lorne reading the chat log. To my knowledge, he doesn't actually read anymore in this last kind of bit of this call, but this is kind of the post chat pummeling, if for want of a better word. So both Emma and Debbie talk to him now, basically pretty much trying to go over why are you such a disgusting piece of shit. So that's quite enjoyable. And if we finish in time, we're going to have another episode of the Lorne reality show. It'll be one that we've watched previously, but it's still pretty funny. And g'day VA Hoss and Matt Ryan and Toad versus Ramen. Thanks for being here, guys. So without further ado, let's crack into it. And once again, I can't find the call. Typical fucking Cornville three-way. What an idiot. Here we are.
Hi.
Hi.
She hasn't gone.
Wombat Wednesday, Olive Juice. Thank you. Happy Wombat Wednesday to you as well. And, g'day, Evil. Good to see you. And what is my favourite ep from the Lorne reality show? Look, I cannot go past the shake weights video. That is not only my favourite episode of Lorne reality show, it is probably top 5 of the best things I have ever watched. I will literally watch that probably once or twice. Well, not once or twice a week, probably once every few weeks. Like, I basically whack it on when I need to have a laugh, and when Lorne's tears aren't quite doing it for me. So, hands down, the shake wake video. But outside of that, probably something like the fruit juice is pretty good as well. Be keen to hear in the chat, actually, everyone. What is your favourite ep of the Lorne reality show? And g'day, Brian Kane. I missed you before, and also Riley O'Brien. So let's go. We were at about 5 hours. 5 fucking hours. We've been listening to this shit for 5 fucking hours. Holy shit. G'day, where's most? I'm about to whack it on. So, if anyone wants to say anything, like I always say, whack it in the chat.
Yeah, pretty tough. But did you learn anything from it about yourself?
Lorne doesn't learn shit.
Yeah, I was really fucked up back then. And learn more than that. I'm freaking so upset with myself right now that I can't let it sink through too much.
G'day, dat damn doctor. Oh,
I gotta say,
that went really fucking
you were pretty
loud.
arrogant about having been set up and all that stuff before, and it's really refreshing to see some humility.
Very refreshing.
I don't understand for so long I was fucking looking for something that they did. It was me the whole fucking time.
Well, because you didn't want to believe you were that kind of person, and that's why it hurt you so much. Now, because you're realizing that came from you, it was you. Nobody forced you to say any of that. She wasn't talking sexual, you were, and it's another blow to Lorne. It's really tough to handle.
Another blow to Lorne.
Being shown that you're the reason that something happened when you always thought it happened a different way.
Yeah. I texted to Debbie and I told her I need to apologize to Sherry Twist to read that shit.
I think that would be amazing.
Look at me fucking naked back.
And just the fact that he thinks that Sherry Twist would want to fucking hear from him, and that she is going to give a shit. I mean, obviously, I don't think she would enjoy having to hear the disgusting thing he says, but I mean, this is her job. She's doing what she wants to do. She wants to catch guys like him. So, him acting like she's probably sitting at home, tears streaming down her face, and all that. Unfortunately, Sherry Twist and all the other volunteers for Perverted Justice are well versed in scumbags like him, and she would have been over the moon to lock another one of these cunts up. So the fact that he seems to think that she'll be hanging out to hear from him for an apology is just mind-blowing and so delusional. And g'day Cindy32.
Then
And g'day Kelpill.
all the time I was fucking.
Yeah.
Kept the fucking cam minimized.
Well, as handsome as you are, I'm sure that in the context, she
And g'day Edamame. Your favourite bogan. Well, you mustn't know many bogans, but I'm happy to take it.
probably was pretty offended.
Yeah. Fucking disgusting. I wasn't handsome back then. I was fucking disgusting. Jesus. I am so sorry, Emma, that I said that.
I know you are. I'm glad that you're able to admit that you did it and that you're not running away from it anymore. That's what I'm proud of you. I mean, I just think that, back then you did what you did, and I thought it was pretty fucked up, just like it's fucked up. And then I tried to make your life kind of shitty because you were just so arrogant and you were like, I never did anything wrong and this and that, and it pissed me off. And now I feel bad, just like you feel bad.
G'day, Oreo Pudding and Cybersqueak. Great to see both of you as always.
But that's what I'm saying now. You can understand. You're like, why are people so obsessed with me? Either they love me or they hate me. Well, the things that you said in the...
Oh, and I did neglect to say thank you, Winnie's boyfriend/husband, for the stream heart, and once again, Prince Cod for this collection of calls that he had put together, which was so neat and chronological. Very despite having scheduled this stream, I feel like I was more unprepared for this than I was for my impromptu one yesterday. So, good stuff, Cornville. And g'day to Special Moose.
the chat log bring really strong feelings about.
Save your moose, baby.
Most people have children in their lives, and they think of the person you were talking to as if it were one of their own, and now you understand because you're pissed off at yourself, just like everybody else is pissed off until they hear, I think, until they hear you genuinely acknowledge what you did and not just fucking around and not just doing it as a ploy for people to leave you alone, but really genuinely working on it, fixing it, not running away from it. And that's what you're doing. There's nothing you can do better than that. Besides apologize to Sherry Twist. That'd be amazing. I'm sure she'd appreciate that.
Yeah. I wish I would have.
You wish I would have what?
I wish I would have gone through it a long time ago and fucking seen stuff read in a different light like I'm reading it now.
Well, Winnie tried to give you a chance, and Priscilla played the calls for you, and you know.
No, I still, well, I don't remember her playing calls for me.
Well, maybe you just were not ready at the time.
Remember. Yeah, maybe not. I don't remember. Fuck, I only remember the one call that I sang to her on, and that wasn't even the first call. I thought.
I remember Lorne. We remember Lorne.
Somehow they got fucking mixed all together. Yes.
Pepperidge Farm remembers Lorne.
In my head.
Well, stuff like that gets jumbled together, especially when you are under the influence of something.
G'day, Kathy Mack.
I told Debbie earlier, before we talked, things were really confusing to me because I thought fucking, when I was at the house, I thought for sure there was a mirror on the wall. I thought Chris had asked me about what TV shows I had watched and what I like to watch. I don't know, some fucking reason I thought there was a fucking couch there.
But, like, who gives a fuck? What does this have to do with anything? Like, you thought there was a mirror. Like, okay, cool. Like, that changes nothing. Like, it's... I don't... Fuck me. G'day, Lisa Barton. Thanks for being here.
Fuck me.
You remembered it like it was a weird dream. You remembered it wrong.
God, it's so fucked up.
Oh, huh.
Oh, fuck.
It was hard to hear. But I'm proud of you for getting through it. You didn't give up. You just asked for a break, and you kept pushing through. And I'm
I
proud of
promised you and Debbie I would.
Yeah, I know, but really, this is more for you than us. And
I know, but I also know you're right that I gotta get through it. I can't take forever getting through it.
I mean, if there's some catastrophe and Debbie and I are both like maybe beamed up to Mars or something, I still want you to finish reading the chat log on your own. It's very important.
I would love him to finish it on his own. I would love him to be doing both parts. I'd love to hear, I'd love to hear like Lorne do a bass shaman. I just want to know what his Kayla voice sounds like. That would be awesome. Uh, and g'day Imburgo. And Ricardo Mercedes, have I seen a funnel web spider down there? Yeah, I have seen a few funnel web spiders in my time. They're pretty fucking scary. I see spiders every day, snakes most days. Like pretty used to that, but funnel web spiders, you don't fuck with them. And g'day, the Ballad of Silent Rick.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no.
Don't get beamed up to Mars. I need you both here on Earth. You're supposed to be going a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. It got kind of windy.
Huh?
It got kind of windy.
Down there?
Yeah.
It's almost out here.
You should go outside naked. You're not on cam.
Yeah, no. No, wouldn't it be if I could watch him naked?
That would be crazy.
I texted Debbie and I told her, I said, I might as well stop fucking lying to you. If Winnie don't catch me, you fucking catch me on your own. Just like you get fucking ESP with me or some shit.
Lorne?
Fuck. So I told her I quit smoking. I fucking smoked again today.
G'day Darren Georgetown, and no.
Or
And g'day, I am the Senate and Asbury Brad.
I'll quit again tomorrow. What?
Nothing. I just feel sad that you felt so stressed out that you had to light another cigarette up.
Yeah, I know.
I do have a an octopus tattoo as well, Evil, and I'm an atheist. Do you get it now? Do you understand?
Well, I'll tell you this. I think you've shown a lot of strength tonight, and you didn't check out during the chat log reading.
You really dug deep, Lorne.
It's good.
I said Debbie about fucking buying beer though.
Yeah, I know you lied to us both.
Yeah, lots of lied to both about what problem that.
But I could tell as soon as I heard you on the phone, even without Winnie spying.
I don't know how you could tell. I didn't even finish the whole beer.
I just can tell. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
G'day, double ham bubgano pickles, and goes to Tony Farmer. Can I call Lorne a dickhead? Yeah, I'm always happy to call Lorne a dickhead. You're a dickhead, Lorne. You're a fucking dickhead.
I thought it would fucking relax my muscles in my neck. Fuck. Way back from fucking Kingfield to Waterville. That started hurting. The neck stressed straight out. Sucks on my normal dispatcher going because she's fucking right on top of shit. And you guys that are doing wants to go and are fucking me all up this week. I figured it would help relax my muscles some, but when I drank about 3/4 of the first one, I was getting a fucking headache. I ain't working.
I get drunk to relax my muscles. That is unique. And g'day, Eileen Clayman.
So it made me coffee.
Coffee.
And you uploaded that one from tonight already?
No, I'm still at work. I haven't been able to do anything.
Oh. When do you go home? What days do you have off? Emma.
Sorry.
There you are. must be reading the comments.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Well, I've only uploaded one of them.
One of the.
Only one of the chat log. Yeah.
What are we seeing for comments now?
I can't remember if I said g'day Smokey the Cat, so if I did, have 2 hellos, and if I didn't, hello.
It's not letting me bring it up. Lorne, you've got some major gas and nowhere to let it out. You and wasabi just don't mix. Can you be discreet with your stinkers? This is just some random weird bullshit.
The hell
All right.
Discreet with my stinkers.
What?
So be discreet with my stinkers. Alrighty then.
This one says Tumblr for life. This is why I love being Korean.
Okay.
That's all she did? Or he?
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense either.
Geek Squad Gaming says, is this the same Lorne Armstrong that I saw with his legs kicked up on the recliner looking at pictures of his own penis with Chris Hansen? It doesn't even sound like the same guy. Are you using a voice changer program?
I don't know, am I?
Why is Justin Timberlake talking to a 13-year-old?
Oh shit. Here's a funny one.
Yeah.
And g'day Randy, 1981. And look, that's a good reminder actually that Lorne was messed up at the time, so we should think about that before we judge, guys.
What's
I
that
don't
one?
understand this. Okay. It says, doo-doo-doo-doot. Why did you bring that rotten meat in here of all places? All the food is poison. This is what I hear the first 30 seconds if I play the Lorne Armstrong chat log backwards. Why are they doing that?
G'day Killdeer.
For subliminal messages? Doo-doo-doo-doot.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, what a shame Doo-doo-doo-doo's not here tonight.
That don't even make any sense.
All right. Well, this is the late night crowd, so they're probably drinking. Cool. Is it a big chicken?
No, we're just letting that time.
Oh, God. Oh, look, here's a good one. Lauren Armstrong, rock steady. You are doing a great job. I think you are my hero. This one's Pink 9823. Sounds gay.
Sounds gay.
Boy, if these people only knew what you and Debbie know,
Yeah. Oh, I ain't gonna tell. Lorna told me not to tell.
huh?
You got a BJ from bro. Yeah.
I just love how they come up with these comments. So
How
good.
many times I had to
Sounds
fucking
gay.
pause it and shit.
Oh. I thought you were making a joke about me reading off the comment about gay. Okay, sorry.
Oh, no.
Look at this one. Lauren Armstrong looks like Robin Williams in the Popeye movie. Now he is just as strong as his last name.
Oh, crap. Alright, I better let you go to bed.
Honestly, is it just me, or is defeated Lorne one of the top 3 Lornes? Like, I mean, obviously crying Lorne is great, but I have like my top 3 Lornes are crying Lorne, defeated Lorne, and like roller coaster Lorne. I love hearing him go from really happy to really fucking upset, like instantly. But this is great. I am loving the shit out of this.
All right, Lauren, I want you to have a good night and sweet dreams and only think about good stuff like unicorns and burgers and hot dogs.
I can think about the burgers and hot dogs, but Debbie don't want me to eat them.
Well, then you can dream about it. There's no Debbie law against that.
Yeah. But as long as I don't tell her.
Don't worry.
Because a bit of extra weight is the only thing keeping you and Debbie apart, clearly. So yeah, lay off those burgers, Lorne. You know, just lose a few Ks and your dream girl will be there in no time. G'day, 80s girl.
Winnie will probably have some type of a Google Earth magnifying glass in your window.
Yeah, probably. But, I wonder if Woody has her fucking camps at on my house so that when my lights are on, she knows. And she told Debbie. I'm like, I see my fucking lights on and sit and walk around with them.
And just, I mean, how pathetic. Like, you know, oh, Debbie won't let me. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, did you guys all ask Debbie permission if you can be here tonight? I hope she knows you're here because, you know, she you know, she rules. She rules the land. G'day, Wayne Tech 10.
Night light.
Yeah, she's looking through your mirror or your windows so she can see your butt.
Well, she used to tell me, you need to get a bunch of them skylights in your house. Get a glass roof so I can see inside.
Oh, yeah, like she was telling Dan.
Outback Steakhouse, Oreo pudding.
Yeah. Jeez, right. And I know she can't see that close. I've already checked with the sheriff about fucking Google Earth. He said you can see snapshots. He said you can zoom in, but you can't see specifics.
This fucking idiot.
Show you.
Like well, he also said if you could do that, then we'd be spying on other countries with no problem at all.
They're all part of the conspiracy, Lorne. They're telling you this so that you don't know. It's all a conspiracy. Don't be fooled by them saying it's only snapshots. And they must just think he's a fucking idiot. Like, imagine going to the sheriff and saying, oh, I just wanted to know if Google Earth can see you all the time in real time and zoom in. You know, because my girlfriend, Winnie, does this to me all the time.
Well, we do. Did you tell the sheriff it was live or like live video?
I was asking him about it.
Oh.
Well, I thought it was a live video, and he's the one that told me no, it's snapshots. He says like every 3 or 4 seconds you get a snapshot. And I'm like, wow, that's fucking invading privacy. What did you just read?
Is this Lorne Armstrong reading the chat log? I'm surprised. Not necessarily because he can read the chat log, but because he can read.
Jeez.
How do you play again?
I probably read better than him, than that guy.
No.
I don't know. That guy's mean.
87th in reading.
Sounds like a dumbass. The hell was that?
It's a fart game.
Is that Winnie? Winnie there with you?
Sounds like it, huh? It's like this guy's not supposed to be mad at me for farting.
Jesus. Wow.
It came up on your video as a recommended game on the chat log reading called Hide Your Fart.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know, Lauren. I think this is good.
How many people have viewed the chat so far?
God.
We're sorry. Google Analytics will be unavailable from 8 p.m. 6/14/2019 to 11 a.m. 6/16/2019. When I click on it, it gives me an error message.
Oh, huh. It's doing an update or something.
Yeah, they're always updating their servers. All that Putin stuff.
Oh. Well, I'm betting there'll be quite a bit from this being Friday night and then this weekend. Actually, there'll be a lot more.
Dang, just in time for Father's Day. Ouch.
Yeah.
Maybe daddies and daughters can listen to it together. That way they know how to keep themselves safe, like Dateline.
Yeah. I hope no daughters listen to that.
I'm someone's daughter.
Oh, yeah, but you're an adult daughter.
Okay.
I hope no underage daughters listen to that. That'd be terrible. Yeah, so freaking terrible.
Yeah, it was. And you talk like that for a whole month.
I know.
Yeah, happy birthday to Amy A and Shin's Koala. Everyone, sing him happy birthday in your own little places there.
And you were naked the whole time.
So pathetic. Disgusting.
I know.
I gross myself out every time I read it.
Were you in love?
I don't know. I think maybe I wanted to be in love. I don't know how I really fucked up at the time.
You wanted to feel loved, and so you told somebody you loved them so they'd love you back.
Infobells!
Whoa, what the shit? There we go. That is not what I was expecting.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to dear one. Happy birthday to you.
That is not what I was expecting. I was expecting just a standard happy birthday little song, but wow.
Yeah, I think that's more of what it was.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go so
Sorry,
you can
everyone.
go to sleep for work.
All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you for calling me, Emma.
You're welcome, sweetie. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Hello.
Hi. So I just wanted to talk to you. I don't have Emma on the line, but I wanted to talk to you about what happened tonight. I had to kind of gather myself a little bit when the call was ending. I didn't say goodbye or anything. I just had to sit here and think about some things and some questions that I had. So the reason why I cried is because I became overwhelmed.
I know.
I was overwhelmed by your request.
Once again, I'm sorry for any hearing damage that occurred there. Did not realise that would happen. I just thought, wouldn't it be fun to play everyone happy birthday? This is what I get for having ideas.
For her naked photos.
I know. I know how you feel. I understand completely. I'm having a hard time with the whole thing.
Well,
I came across that. I forgot all about that, and I don't know if I blocked it out or what. I had to
well, what do you mean blocked it out or what?
Well, because when the prosecutor put a threat on me of an extra charge of attempted production of child pornography.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I didn't know where the hell it came from. And this whole time, right up till tonight, I don't ever remember reading that. I'd always wondered where that came from. I thought it was just because my camera was in the truck.
Well,
I don't remember saying that.
That added onto it, obviously, you having the camera.
I know.
No.
I would have been fine with them to call me back, but I need time to think about this stuff because it's so much that I don't remember.
That's not a denial of you saying it, right?
Huh?
Are you denying that it was said by you?
No.
Okay.
Because I bought so much of it out.
I don't understand why you would block it out.
Because for so long it bothered me. I think it's more that I wanted to forget it.
It didn't seem like you wanted to forget just based on how angry you've been.
On how angry I've been.
Yeah. How angry you've been whenever anyone questioned you about it or was trying to inform you on the things that they've read or heard.
You mean before now?
Well, yeah, before now.
That's because I didn't want to answer questions about it. I just wanted to forget it. I wanted it all to go away. If I wanted meeting you, then I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be reading it over again and seeing everything that I did.
And hearing everything that you did on the phone calls too.
Yeah, and that too.
G'day, Dubsy and Mootang. Four on your birthday, Haley. Jeez, you greedy motherfucker. Sure, why not? G'day, Rachel Martinez. And Upgrade, who are my other favourite predators? Always feels weird calling them favourite predators, but I guess other ones that I find interesting are, definitely Sokel. Obviously Bald Beaver Hunter. Whatever, John Wesley Elliott, whatever his fucking name is. Paul Westwood. That catatonic like dude is pretty fucking weird. And you gotta love Jim Roush. I mean, fucking hell. He's coming to fuck ya.
So if you were hearing this from your class, does that sound like someone who wasn't planning on going the whole entire time?
Well, it sounds exactly like someone that's planning on going the whole entire time.
Right.
I'm seeing.
What was the name of your friend that was going to take you to the karaoke bar all night?
I think it was Mark, I think. If I remember right, I think it was Mark.
Was this someone who was just at the bar and that's where you met him?
That's where I met him, was at the bar.
Okay. Did you hang out with him at any other time?
No, just at the bar.
Okay. So how long do you think you've known him?
Oh, I don't been there for, what, 3 weeks?
G'day, Rachel D, and g'day, Coyote Lady. Oh, that's very sweet, Coyote Lady. Glad you're here.
Weeks or a month. At the time. I see him every weekend.
Okay.
She used to go to the karaoke bar every weekend.
Okay. And so the story was that he said he was going to buy you drinks all night?
For my birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, him and a couple other people there.
Okay. I mean, that might have been an invitation that they extended to you. Maybe they said that if you come down for your birthday, we'll buy you drinks. But that was never your plan.
That was
Absolutely. As always, Debbie is bang on. Like, I do not believe anyone offered to buy him drinks all night because, I mean, that really happens even with really, really close friends. And I mean, when you're signing up to buy Lorne beer all night, you probably need to take out a mortgage on your house or at least a small term loan. So that's a big offer, and he didn't have any fucking friends. Like, and as Debbie says, I could believe if he's down there and he's telling everyone, hey, it's my birthday tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. Someone's going to say, oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Hey, if you're down here, I'll buy you a beer for your birthday, hey? Like, that would be the extent of it, which is what most people would say, you know? But this story about, this is just something he came up with, is like, how do I make an excuse for this? And so it's like, oh, that bloke said he was going to buy me a beer. And so then, like everything with Lorne, the truth just gets exaggerated. So someone said, hey, mate, I'll buy you a beer for your birthday. Hey, they was going to shout me beers all night. But not to be a broken record, and as I've said in a previous stream, that story, he doesn't realise, just makes himself look worse. He's got no friends. He's constantly said how much he longs for friendship and all this kind of shit. So he's saying that someone cared enough about me, was that good a friend, he was going to buy me drinks all night, and instead I said no to that so I could go and fuck this kid. Like, he can't even understand how that is fucking atrocious. And g'day, Sid.
That was what I was going to do that night. I really did not plan on going there until last minute.
What does last minute mean exactly?
Until I was talking to her on the computer. When I was talking to her on the computer, that's when I decided that I was going to go see her.
Okay, when though?
Huh?
When?
What do you mean when?
What time did you decide that you were going to go see her? What does last minute mean?
Just when I was sitting there talking to her.
At what point, though?
I think that's when it was, when I was on the phone with her. No, the very last one. The one that was just played.
Okay.
So I think I was on the computer with her. Then I got on the phone with her. And it was,
okay.
I think it was when I was on the computer with her and she was going to be calling me that I decided I was going to go see her.
So you weren't thinking about it all day?
Well, I'm not going to say I wasn't thinking about it because I was tossing it through my mind of whether or not to. Like, just need an extra little push.
Yeah. And him saying, he decided last minute, like, the very chat log they've been reading is literally a countdown day by day until when he gets to see his precious. And I mean, that fucking day, it was all about, oh, I'm home now, let's talk the whole time until I go, can't wait to see you, fucking, talking to you while I'm in the shower, getting ready to go and see you. Like, get fucked, mate. Honestly.
Keep going. An extra little, I don't know.
Extra little what?
I don't know, just, I guess an extra talk. with her before I decided to go. I remember, even on my way there, I remember that I was going to turn around in the median and go back.
Where
I
was
couldn't
this
really-
median?
It was, I think there was well, there was no turnaround.
And this is bullshit too. And as many people have said, it's bullshit. Like, I couldn't turn around. There'd be multiple places to turn around. You could have turned around when you turned into the fucking street. You could have turned around in her fucking driveway. Just shut the fuck up, dickhead.
Spot there.
And I'll be back in about 5 guys, but I'll leave the call playing.
I would have to turn around the grass. The grass went downhill and it was dark. It went downhill and then back uphill. But it was dark and I didn't know if anything was down in there. I didn't know if I'd get stuck or what. So I decided that I'd go to the next exit and I'd turn around and go back. And the next exit wound up being the exit that she told me to get off on. So I said, well, I'm here. I might as well go there.
So it bothered you enough that you were thinking about turning around in the grass. But when you got off of the exit and you were on a regular road, you weren't just going to turn around and go back.
No, I was at the exit that she told me to get off on.
Okay.
I'll go see if I can find it, and if I can't, then I'll just turn around and go back.
It's really unbelievable, Lorne, honestly.
It might be unbelievable, but that's exactly the way that it was. I remember that very well.
But how do you
I remember
remember that, but not everything else?
I
Not
don't know,
the
I
stuff
remember-
that
I
looks
remember
really
that part of
bad.
it. Because the stuff that I did want to block out. The right there, I remember right there. I remember that it was starting to thunder and lightning on my way there. And that was another reason that I almost turned around and went back, because Roscoe was scared of thunder and lightning. I can't explain why I blocked everything out, other than I didn't want to remember. It's the only explanation I have for it. I just didn't. I know I didn't want to remember. I wanted to forget everything.
Do you see why?
Yeah, I do.
Well, you didn't
You
even.
asked a question. I
Well,
know.
what's
I
the
know
question?
I know what you're going to ask me.
Well, what is it then?
Do I see why everybody has been so like they have to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. And now I don't blame them. Now that I'm seeing it in completely different eyes.
What upset me so much earlier was when you were asking for her pictures of her naked, and also of you having sex with her.
I know.
It was another violation.
I know.
If she would have been willing to take a picture right then, you would have taken it.
I can't say I wouldn't have.
You can't say that you wouldn't have. I remember you talking about the picture that you had received through a message when you were on Yahoo.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how it disturbed you so much.
Yeah, I know. But I turned around and asked her for one.
Right. So it didn't disturb you.
Well, it did disturb me.
It couldn't have if you
I just
asked
don't
for the
know
same
why.
thing.
Well, that's why I'm saying I don't understand why I asked her for one.
Oh, and this is one of my most frustrating things with this guy, where he goes, and he'll continue on with this about how he needs to understand why. I don't understand why. Like, it's obvious. Like, there is no deeper fucking meaning. The reason why is because you're a pedophile and she was a kid and you thought you could fuck her. That is the reason. There's nothing. There's nothing more there. There's nothing deeper. You're as shallow as a fucking puddle. There is nothing deeper.
When that picture that I saw disturbed me quite a bit. I can't explain some of the stuff to you, because I don't even know myself.
You can't it's not that you can't explain, it's you can't explain in a way that makes you innocent. There is no explanation there that frees you up, so therefore you can't explain. And g'day, sad face 09.
Self. I don't understand it. I'd love to be able to give you the answer
I'd love to
that
be
you
able
want me to
to.
give you, but I can't when I don't understand it myself.
It's not about getting the answers that I want and telling me things that I want to hear. It's not about recording the chat log and trying to make people sympathetic to you or to cry and put on a show.
Who's putting on a show? I'm not
It's
putting on a
about
show.
it's about seeing exactly what happened. When you look at evidence like this, there's no other option than to see exactly what it is.
Okay, I need you to please listen to me on this. I am not doing this for the sake of making you feel better or anybody else. I need to know this shit for myself. I've got to
Okay, then.
understand this shit. I've got to understand this shit, why I did this shit, what made me do this shit. When stuff doesn't make sense to me about it, I can't give you an answer on some of the questions that you ask because I just don't know. That's why I wanted to be left alone tonight so I could have time to think about this stuff. Some of it does not make sense to me. I see every fucking thing I did in there. It's so disgusting. And I can't understand how I allowed myself to do that. How could I possibly enjoy doing that?
Because
tell me.
you're a pedophile.
Obviously, at the time, I was a horny piece of shit that fucking didn't give a fuck where he got it from or who he hurt in the process.
G'day, Jen Ethics, long time watcher, first time commenter. Well, thank you for commenting. Thanks for being here.
But that's an answer that I can give you, but I need to dig deeper into it for myself. That answer alone doesn't satisfy me.
And good point, Mistress Joy von Floofington, because he's a hemophile. And I say it's a good point because that reminds me of another one of his stupid fucking things he said, and I can't remember what call it was, where he comes out and says, he's like, I'm not a pedophile, I'm a hemophile. Hemophile is fucking whatever age that is. Like really, is that what you've boiled down to? Is that like your saving grace that you don't fuck kids under 12 or whatever it is? Like, okay, awesome, Lorne, great shit. G'day, Sundajata MB.
Why doesn't it satisfy you to say that you wanted to do it because you
Hey, Dragon
didn't
Words.
think that you were going to get caught?
I need to figure out what the hell was going on in my head. How could I bring myself to such a low point?
Yeah, fair point, Mistress Joya. We should be using the correct terminology. No, I take that on board.
I know people want to think that this is all for them. It's not all for them. So that I can, so that I can understand of why the fuck I did that shit.
Okay, but you're wanting it to be recorded so that people have reactions to it.
The reason I want it to be recorded is because they've been after me for so long that I want them to be a part of it. Because I know there's going to be tough times. I don't like them. I fucking hate them. But I deserve it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the questions that you asked, and that you and them asked, they're fucking tough questions that I don't have the answer to every one of them. And I can't explain everything. I'm going to have to work through it. I'm going to need help getting the answers. Because it bugs me that I don't have the answers to some of these questions. And when you ask them, I need the extra time so I can think about the stuff and try to figure out some reason of why I did what I did. Which there's no other reason other than fucking disgusting pig.
Okay, so then what more?
But what brought my brain to that point where I did that?
Well, I think it's interesting that you had these types of fantasies for a long time. And then you had the opportunity to act it out. I've heard stories of people who have different kinds of fetishes and fantasies, and even one of the places that they're going to go is online, and they're going to seek out that type of gratification because it's under the impression that it's going to be a secret. And you can go on all kinds of websites. No one's ever going to find out. And that's where that type of stuff, that type of a double life lives on the internet. And it can be as basic as having an extramarital affair to having these.
G'day, Richard Johnson and Hardcore Poetry and ADD. And exactly, hey boo, Lorne, you're a pedophile. That's all. Like, there's nothing deeper.
Extreme fetishes that somebody is not going to be able to just express to their partner right away if they don't know how that person's going to react. So it's a lot easier. And I think that that's what was happening for you.
It's easier because they're not face to face with you.
Absolutely.
Read face to face.
So
I mean, you
read
know.
that shit, but when I fucking read it now, it's not easy to read it.
Yeah, it's not easy for anybody. It's certainly not easy for me.
I know. I made you cry tonight.
You didn't make me cry. I cried because I thought of the exploitation that was happening. And I'm so thankful that she wasn't a real girl, but it happens to real girls.
I'm thankful as hell that it wasn't a real girl, too.
Yeah. I've noticed that a lot of stuff when it comes to you and the comments that people have made and stuff, you know, there's some funny things out there. Like, you say kind of silly stuff sometimes, and I can see that, you know, just from things you've said to me. But even, you know, when you're talking to Kayla, the way that you're talking, you know, the way your voice sounds, people imitate it, and it turns kind of into this silly thing. And even when people have read the chat log, portions of it, they say it in silly voices, and it makes it not as serious, even though it's really messed up.
It is messed up because I'm reading it, and it's serious shit in there.
Right.
Seriously fucked up shit in there.
Seriously fucked up, yeah. Stuff that you should have been arrested for.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Just for fucking saying that shit. Something I don't get to is why would they fucking pick shit out of a conversation like that and repeat shit when it's so disgusting?
Well, I think that
Because we're mocking you, dickhead.
it helps people too sometimes to make jokes, and you know, at the end of the day, this was not.
That's not
this
something
was not.
to joke
Well,
about.
listen. This was
Okay,
not...
everyone, let's have a lecture from Lorne, the amazing stand-up citizen, about what should and shouldn't be joked about. Come on, Lorne, tell us all what piece of shit we are.
A real girl. So underneath it all, people can say, "Oh my God, like, look at how many times he says the word anxious. Look at how many times he says precious princess. Do you want to see my penis?" Or whatever it happens to be. It's constant repetition in this. So, you know, people cope in different ways, and sometimes it's making jokes, especially because at the end of the day, this was not a real girl. And they can laugh and say, "Oh my God, look at this idiot," basically. So it's just one way that people do. And then there's other people who get extremely angry and disgusted. They're not able to look past it. They're able to bring that into their own experiences that they've had, you know, maybe online with other predators, or just in their everyday life with someone who's actually violated them. So when you ask the question, why are people obsessed with me? on the internet. It's not an obsession of admiration.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Woo.
Until reading that, I never fucking understood it.
Oh, God.
We're not even halfway fucking done with the thing yet.
It's like what? It's like I know he's a fucking idiot, but you could not understood that. You could not honestly think that people are being serious when they're writing to you how much they love you and all that kind of stuff. Fucking hell. And g'day, Natty J.
I'm fucking real fucking proud of that.
But you're getting
conversation.
there, though. But you're getting there. And that's the important part.
It's so fucking hard though.
She's so proud of you, Lorne.
Get tired, I
Right.
can't even fucking reach all that shit.
But think about it, though, Lorne. You lived it, and then you got arrested, and you went to prison. And that time spent was being angry at other people. The time up until now has been spent being angry at other people, trying to find out what they did to you so that you ended up in this place. Having your mom send you things about perverted justice so that could further fuel the motions that you were submitting to court and how you were done wrong.
Yeah, but I can't take back what I felt then.
I know that you
So
can't.
I wish that I could fucking have gotten myself to read this before and actually realize what I was reading. I wish I had met you a long time ago so that you could have fucking pushed me to do it.
I may not have cared to be honest with you.
Probably not. I wish it would have been Emma. I wish somebody would have pushed me to do it. I wish somebody would have pushed me to do what we're doing right now.
So it's
Well,
it's their fault. It's taken you so long to come to these realizations. It's someone else's fault, not yours. You don't wish that you had done it earlier. You're not mad at yourself because you didn't have the initiative to do it earlier. And you know what I'm sure your sex offender class has been trying to get you to do, what your counselor been trying to get you to do. But you know, fuck Debbie and Emma for not doing this earlier. Sons of fucking bitches.
it sounds like people have tried to push you.
I haven't wanted to.
Right. That's what it comes down to. Every single time someone has asked you the hard questions, has wanted to talk about what happened, it's instant defensiveness. It's nastiness and aggression.
And how's everyone traveling? Do they need a palate cleanser soon, or all good?
And on top of that, you can throw on a bunch of accusations as well. All of a sudden, everyone's perverted justice. All of a sudden,
I know what
everyone.
you're talking about.
Okay.
I know what you're saying. The whole time I've been a fucking ignorant asshole.
Right. The whole time.
It's so fucking stupid for not listening to people.
Well, now you can listen. And you can keep listening.
Fucking killed me. Fucking did that.
Did you ever talk about any of this with your class?
Go in depth this much, like in one of you? No.
Well, what have you said? What's
Gone
the
through
story
the
that they've
exercises.
heard?
Well, I've gone through the exercises. This is what I've done.
So do they, like, first day of class, does everyone kind of go around the room and introduce
Yeah,
themselves? Okay.
Introduce themselves and tell the charges and stuff like that.
Okay. So when you say stuff like that, does that mean you give an explanation of, like, a short story about what it is?
Yeah, you just get charged and why
G'day, Billy Batson.
you're there.
Okay. So what is it that you've told them?
Attempted unlawful sexual transaction with a minor.
Okay. And then what goes along with that? Was there anything else? Did you tell them what happened?
No, not until, well, not in this class.
Okay, so you just said,
the other classes told more.
Okay, so what did you tell them?
Told them that I gotten caught up in this thing in Kentucky, and it will wound up being NBC's Catch a Predator.
Okay.
You're asking me to put in one little pile 4.5 years of stuff that I talked about in that class.
No, I'm asking, and just in general, what have you told them? I mean, I suspect if all of a sudden now you're becoming clear of your guilt, I would have to say that most of the conversation that you've had in that class has been about how you weren't really guilty.
Well, there was a long period.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Chat debate, Billy.
When I first
Welcome.
got in that class, in the first class I was in, that I couldn't say anything because my motion was in the court.
The
So
motion to what?
I can't even remember what it was now. It was
Okay.
the motion that I had in the court, the one that I put in. Well, it was the second motion to a motion that I had put in before I got out of prison. And I had to put the response motion in because the prosecutor put his motion in. I had to put the response motion in right after I got out of prison. And so there was, for a while after that, I couldn't say anything about my case until I had gotten a decision back from the court.
Okay.
And after that, I just told them what happened, and we discussed a lot of things because of everything that I'd gone through before. There's a lot of figuring things out that, well, until now, still hadn't thought that it was completely me.
Mm-hmm.
Only now I know it was completely me. But back then, it was more than just me back then. I knew things that I had done wrong, but I felt like I had been pushed into doing things wrong, and my mind was set on. Counsel tried to get my mind away from it. Some of the class members tried to get my mind away from it. My mind was set on the things. But I hadn't read through my conversation again. So since I put that motion in, and it's like I told them, I didn't read all the way through that conversation. I didn't turn every page and read everything. I'd flip through it to find out what I needed to find, or I thought I needed to find. But I never did what we're doing now because I didn't want to. I didn't want to go back and read it.
He flipped through and found out where he said, I don't want to go to jail, and then thought, wow, I have completely blown this case open.
I knew how disgusting it was. But by the time I'm not reading it, I forgot what stuff I had put in there.
Did the motions ever work out for you?
No.
Were you expecting them to?
I didn't know. At the time, I was hopeful at the time. Now I'm glad they didn't. Because they didn't fucking deserve it. I want to understand this so bad. And some answers that I can't answer for myself.
What it feels like to me is that you're not wanting to believe the simple answer. When it
believe
comes,
the simple answer.
okay,
I believe the simple answer, but to the other end, the other answers to some of the questions is like I can't give an answer right off the bat because I just want to understand it. I don't want an answer to fly off my tongue.
Fucking understand
just because
it.
somebody wants to hear a certain thing.
well, no, it's not about wanting to hear a certain thing. That's not what anyone wants. I know that that's not what I want. I know that's not what Emma wants. Sometimes you can know what the truth is, and you're asking those questions knowing the answer when you know that the answer you're getting is a lie, essentially,
And g'day, good and new lifestyle guru and Rimo K.
or some kind of a stretch of the truth. So it's kind of like how yesterday about the beer.
G'day, Kevin Murphy, and yep, graduated 87th in his law class.
You were never going to say anything about it. You said a little piece of the truth when you said, I went to the convenience store to get orange juice. But the real story was, I went there in the morning and got orange juice, but then I went again and I got beer. So you told a very small portion. And you were going to stick to that. I'm sticking to my guns. That is my story. I don't know.
It would be the same as my joy when I saw you pop in here, good and new.
What the hell you guys are talking about. And
Well, it's like
then
when I-
after
Sorry,
after
go
a
ahead.
couple of seconds of questioning, it's like, oh, okay. You're right. What actually is happening can't be ignored. You see what happened to Black and White. You hear it with your own ears, your own voice. Talking the baby talk with this little girl.
I'm not ignoring that. I'm not ignoring what that is. It's just fucking disgusting.
Right, it's disgusting.
I'm trying not to ignore anything.
Good.
There's things that I need to think about before I give an answer because I don't know myself.
I'm trying to help you come up with those answers.
I know, but it's still not easy. I'm trying to
No,
let
it
you, but
isn't
it's still not easy. It's not going to fly out of my mouth because
Because you don't want to hear yourself say it.
say, well, to which question?
Any of them.
Well, that I was a fucking pig. Well, that's the answer. I was a fucking pig.
Right. Yeah, that's the answer. You were a fucking pig. You wanted to fuck a little kid. That's why you went there. End of story.
That's not the end of story.
It is the end of the
I need-
story. It's
I
the
need to-
bottom line, Lorne.
That's
It's
the
the
bottom
bottom line.
bottom line. That's the bottom line. But for me, I have to figure out more than that.
Oh,
You're
come
trying
on.
to-
Figure out what brought me to that low point that
Because
made me
you-
do that.
Because you want.
I'm glad there's only about 10 minutes left of this call because he's just annoying the fuck out of me now.
Wanted to do it, and it was easy for you to do it, and you didn't think you were going to get caught.
I'm not going to deny any of that. It's all fucking true.
It is true, and everything else that you're trying to come up with is trying to soften that answer. Let me try to come up with something that's a little bit not my fault, a little bit. Either I
No,
was
the-
pushed
the-
into some. Shut up! I'm still talking.
No.
I'm still talking.
Mm.
There has to be a little bit, something. I was abused when I was younger. I was abused when I was older. People don't treat me right. I was fucked up in the head. Messed up at the time. There is zero evidence of you being remorseful up until the point Chris Hansen walked out.
G'day, and O'Rourke, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. And Drive 137.
And you've even said to me that that is when you started to hate yourself for what you've done. It's when you got caught. So what does that lead me to believe? It says Lorne thought he wasn't going to get caught. That's why he was so happy. That's why he's counting down the days in the chat of when he's going to go see her.
It's true.
Right. I know that it's true.
What I'm trying to tell you is you're asking me some questions, and I'm trying to go through my head of what was going on in my head. The shit that I need to figure out is, like on my way there, I was going to turn around. And I know I was going to turn around the fucking median. The reason I didn't was because the median went fucking downhill and went back uphill and it was grass. I didn't know what was down there. It was dark. Why didn't I turn around anyway?
Good question,
The
Lorne.
normal answer to that would be, I was going to go there. I'd been thinking the whole time on the way that this is the wrong thing to do. So I was going to turn around. So had you gotten off the exit and turned around and went the other way, you wouldn't have gone to the house. But the
No, I
median
thought about
thing is way out there, you know, because there were other options.
Well, I know, but this is what I'm saying. That thought was in my head on my way there because of the thunder and lightning started. And it started to be a lot further away than what I expected it to be.
Okay.
And so now he brings Bud into the thunder and lightning, and Bud doesn't like thunder and lightning. Like, if that even was the case, that wasn't a thought. The most that thought in his head would have been like, oh no, Bud doesn't like thunder. But, you know, I've got to see my precious princess. Don't worry, Bud. We'll be back soon.
I just wanted to turn around and go back.
Okay, so then why didn't you turn around at the exit and get right back on the highway?
Because I was already at the exit that she said to take.
Yeah, but you weren't
So I've
at
gotta
the house.
go.
You didn't drive right up to her door
No.
at that point.
'Cause
Okay, so why didn't you?
I've asked myself that so many times.
Okay.
G'day, I was emotionally slutty.
Then I'm going to ask you again. Why didn't you turn around?
Because I obviously wanted to go there.
Bingo.
Right. You wanted to go there. You didn't want to turn around.
Evidently I didn't. Oh, sorry. I said that word again. It's obvious I didn't want to turn around because I went there.
Exactly.
Because that answer's obvious, it doesn't mean it's easy for me to accept it.
And that's what it comes down to.
I know I have to accept it, but
Right, because that's the answer.
let's try to fucking dig so deep into it.
You're trying to dig deep into it because you're trying to find another answer that's in there.
What's the other answer?
There isn't one.
I'm saying that's what you're looking for.
No,
And I understand why.
because I don't want to believe it about myself.
I know.
I hate this so fucking bad.
The only way to work on this and to make any kind of progress is to be 100% raw and honest. It's not about trying to protect yourself.
I know, that's what I'm trying to be with you. I'm trying to be with Emma too. I do a better job at it with you because you pushed me into it.
Well, you're fighting against me though. Eventually,
Well, I know,
you can be broken down.
You're calling me on it so that I can try
And g'day, Ryhop.
to think about this stuff. It makes it easier for me to, I guess, accept.
Are you accepting it though? It doesn't sound like it to me.
I'm accepting that there is no other answer other than I obviously wanted to go there. That's why I didn't turn around at the exit.
Right. That's right.
If I didn't want to fucking go there, I would have turned around at the exit and just gone home.
Right.
I hate myself so fucking much for that.
I know.
I really hate reading this chat. Well, I have to do it.
Mhm.
Sure do.
Yeah, there could be a lot of other things that you don't want to acknowledge in there.
I'm so sorry that you're going through this with me. So sorry that you had to read this shit. So sorry that I wrote this shit. So sorry that anybody in the world had to read this shit.
You don't have to keep saying so sorry every time. Just say so sorry and list the things you're sorry for.
At the end of the day, I'm glad that it was an adult, even though I'm sure that the last thing that she wanted to do was look at you and hear from you. But if that kept you away from a real kid, then she was willing to do that. And I can understand that.
I told them that I need to apologize to her. Sherry Twist.
What do you think that's going to do?
It's not going to do anything but at least giving her an apology for the way I behaved.
Do you think that she's going to care?
But she can at least get an apology from me.
I mean, is that going to make you feel better to do that?
Well, it's gonna make me feel better knowing that I gave her an apology for the way I acted. I can't.
It's just so
I can't do
weird.
anything about whether or not she accepts it.
Well, I can't.
I can't imagine how she felt fucking sitting there reading that crap.
Probably ecstatic, knowing that each day that passed was closer to you going to jail. That's how she felt, Lorne.
I can't speak for her, obviously, and that's something that you can probably talk to Emma about as well. But truthfully, I don't think she would give a shit to hear anything from you.
Like, possibly not.
No,
wouldn't
I
blame
mean,
her.
most likely she wouldn't.
Just reading that shit, I wouldn't blame her.
You know, one of the steps I know in AA, and you're not going to know them because you won't go back, but one of them is about making amends to people that you've wronged. And I think in a lot of situations, that is just to make yourself feel better. There's going to be some people, if they've loved you at some point, that would love to hear an apology and for things to be resolved and to have some healing. But if for some reason, if you were to go through this process with AA and you would get to this point
G'day, Tim, darling. Raw? What's that? No rubber.
and you had Sherry Twist on your list to apologize to,
G'day, Sprinkle Cake. Hey, Hawes, that's quite an entrance, Sprinkles. Good to see you.
think about the reason behind that apology. Are you doing it for her or are you doing it for yourself?
I'd be doing it for her if I ever happened to read that shit.
She doesn't care. She's not going to care. You know why?
Because she's the one that had to read that shit.
No, I'm saying she's not going to care about an apology from you.
Well, that would be the reason why I would think that she wouldn't care about an apology from me, because she was the one that had to sit there and read it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but to her, you were just another perv that she had to look at, and she's not going to want to hear an apology from you.
Well, how do you know that for sure?
I'm not going to know that for sure, but I mean, what would you be looking for? You want her to like give you a hug and be like, "It's okay, Lauren. I'm sure that was really hard
No.
for you too." Well, I mean, then what would be the point? I mean, because and her satisfaction would have come from you going to prison, not
Yeah.
from you having some tearful apology because you know the waterworks would start with you. I think that, you know, you can run that by Emma. She may have something else to add, but from my perspective, I don't see it as any kind of a benefit to her at all. So you would be doing it for yourself. Because you would want her, I think that you would want her to say, "It's okay, Lauren."
No, I wouldn't do it for me. For any benefit, for her to say it's okay, Lauren, or anything like that, because it was not okay.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There's no point.
Like,
But talk.
just the roundabouts she has to go with this dickhead. I just am constantly amazed that she was able to stick in there for this.
To Emma about it and see what she has to say.
Well, what I'm saying I should apologize for is that she had to read that shit. That stuff came from me, and that she had to read it. It's not anything to do about me wanting any forgiveness from her for me.
Okay.
How would you want to do that apology? Would you want to talk to her? Would you write her a letter?
No, just write her a letter. I don't need to talk to her in person or
Right.
on the phone or anything like that. Just in a letter would be fine.
So what if
I
she
can't
took
imagine.
that letter and she picked up her dog shit with it and threw it in the trash? Didn't even read it. She said, "Lorne Armstrong, ugh."
Well, that's her choice. That's not mine. She get every reason in the world to do that too.
You do, Oreo pudding. And I just love to think about this letter. Like, what exactly was he planning to put into, this letter? Dear Sherry Twist, I'm sorry for saying all those disgusting things I said and asking for you to experiment with yourself. You are awesome and special. Love, Lorne.
All right, I want to go.
Me too. I'm tired.
Okay, bye.
And that's it, guys. That is that saga done and dusted. So that was pretty fucking enjoyable. Like, I mean, I didn't enjoy this last bit so much because it was so frustrating, but just yeah, pretty great. And just a shout out to Tiffany. I still don't know how she did this. You know, and Emma and the whole gang, but like they did it so well. Yeah, fucking good shit, guys. Well done. Yes, Cyber Squeak, you are so sweet, Sherry Twist. So we got a bit of time left, so why don't we do that video I was thinking of, and while I get that ready, I need my man.
Listen, but you just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down and sort of, not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Why did you do this? For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off there. Hands off, one tough look.
Ah, love it. Alright, so we're going to watch Lorne cook his favourite salad. So, not cook, cook a salad, make his favourite salad. So, I hope everyone's eaten, because if not, you're about to get very hungry.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
I'm making my salad here. So this is one of the things that I like the most out of everything that I make.
How could you not?
But I figured I'd do this video making salad so you can see what kind of salad I eat and how I make it. First of all, I cut up my lettuce. I'll actually probably cut off a pretty big chunk. Let me cut the back off.
Oh, yeah. G'day, Majestic Falcor. I just love the glass cutting board, and then he just fucking chucks the rest of the lettuce. Get that shit out of here.
I stand it up like this.
Oh, Jesus.
That way they're in smaller pieces and easier to handle rather than have big old pieces where you have.
Like, not only does he have the glass cutting board, it's like he's using like a fucking bread knife cutting that.
By the time getting them in your mouth. And put them in my bowl. I'll probably make a mess while I'm doing this, so oh well. I'm the one that's cleaning up, so I guess it's alright.
I think you know where it's been, Liga is, Evil Twin. Sorry, Cyber Squeak, I haven't. You are right, I have not been kind on people's ears today.
Yeah, I think I want a little bit more than that. So, I should just take and cut the whole thing.
I'll turn it down a little bit.
I started making a salad a couple of years ago. I realized salad could taste so good. I bring this for my lunch a lot of the time when I go to work.
Look at those knife skills. Would make Gordon Ramsay proud.
I mean, a lot of salad in it, or a lot of lettuce in it, but it's alright. I don't mind.
Literally the bowl is full of lettuce. Like, there is no space for anything else now.
Maybe I should have used a bigger bowl.
Maybe. Or more to the point, a fuckload less lettuce. No one needs that much lettuce.
But, oh well.
G'day, Ben Cartwright. And doesn't that just sum up Lorne? Oh well, you know. Oh, maybe I should have used a bigger bowl. Oh well. Maybe I shouldn't have stole that 30 grand from that elderly couple. Oh well. Maybe I shouldn't have tried to fuck multiple kids. Oh well. Oh, delicious. Nothing better than a bit of table lettuce.
Alright. I didn't cut up my cucumber, I cut the ends off. I'm not big on the ends.
Great. Oh, fuck me, this is a full-time job fucking turning this down.
This. And I didn't cut them into pieces so they're not quite so big.
And g'day Niji255. Yeah, someone mentioned before about a new video that Joey's dropped about a teacapper living with Lord now, but I haven't had a chance to watch it. I will be watching that after this though.
Cut these up before I wound up cutting my finger. And it stings a little bit when you get the thing with this knife.
Oh, okay, shit. Even when you think it's going to be quiet, it's never quiet.
I'm not the greatest chef in the world, so I don't have any fancy way of
No, Lorne.
moving the knives around and all that crap. I think I put too much lettuce in here.
Yep. Make sure you get all that fucking table lettuce.
Carrots, I already cut my carrots up because it took a while. Takes a little time to cut the small ones. I had some small ones, so I figured I'd use them up.
Longer than the fucking cucumber and the lettuce? How could that take longer than that? Why couldn't you have pre-cut all of this shit up?
So I cut my carrots up and put them in. Usually I use big carrots and I taking make shave off the carrots and stick them in.
The dump didn't have big carrots this time, obviously.
But I had these little carrots, so I figured I would use the little carrots up. Put them in here.
G'day, Mr.
Yeah,
C.
doing good keeping that stuff in the bowl.
G'day, Wes Most, and awesome. I am very keen to watch.
And I get my little tomatoes.
In fact, I'm going to end the stream now so I can go watch. No, just joking.
I love these little tomatoes. They're really, really good. Really good. And my tomatoes.
There's that extensive vocabulary that someone was talking about earlier. Really good, really good. Everything's really good. I'm surprised he doesn't say that the tomatoes are awesome and special.
I take and dice these up like this.
This tomato is so awesome. So fucking special. Oh, why so small? They're fucking cherry tomatoes. Either put them in whole or chop them in half. He's pureeing them.
Take some time to do this too. I probably should have done this before I started the video, but
Yeah, you really should have.
yeah, everybody get a different knife. Maybe that'll work better. Well, exactly. Maybe it's because I'm using the glass cutting board.
What's a tomato? Tomato. What the fuck ever.
I think this knife was working better. I never used to like tomatoes when I was growing up. But when I started making my salad, I was like, well, I gotta try
That's very Brad. Just bite it in half and spit it in the bowl.
putting some tomatoes in it and see how I like the taste of them. And so I got some cherry tomatoes and used.
G'day, Dark Rex Simo. Get your hand off my penis. That's the man that touched my penis, everyone.
Damn, that's what these are. And happy I tried them because I like them. They're good. Very, very good.
Oh, Lorne, shut up.
Now with me quitting smoking, I'll be doing some exercises and all that, and eating better again. And
So I wonder how long this quitting smoking lasted. I'm tipping 3-4 days max.
you got to boogie better. And so I'm gonna wind up doing some exercise videos and putting them on, making some videos with that. So my workout is. I get a little intense on my workouts. When I work out, I like to sweat. Make myself know that I did something when I sweat. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to do just a little bit of exercise and not get anything out of it. And take a bit on that.
Oh, God.
Roscoe laying over here on the floor dreaming. His feet are kicking back and forth, so I know he's sleeping and he's dreaming.
Roscoe's probably just sitting back with his eyes closed, just wishing he was in a better place.
See, he's over
Go to your happy place, Roscoe. Go to your happy place.
on the couch. He's sleeping. Just a nice, relaxing day in the Armstrong household.
What a weird thing to say.
Sometimes you run into something that don't look so good, so I don't use them. Only use the best ones that I can find.
Nothing but the best for old Lorne. Oh. Oh, no.
Yeah, I use my hands. Yeah, I washed my hands before I started making the salad. I had to cut up my carrots when I was handling food, so I washed my hands before.
I don't believe you. Keeping up with the Armstrongs.
And I finished my last cigarette early this morning. So I'm still feeling them cigarettes in me. Yeah, you're good.
I don't know about you guys, but I always shake off my hands into the salad.
And the other thing I use is hand cubes. Remind me where they're all already cut up and chopped up.
The absolute worst quality meat you can get.
I used to use, they're basically poppy seeds, but they're right full of antioxidants in it, and you can put them in your in the salad, and they're really, actually really good.
Poppy seeds. I've never ever seen a salad with poppy seeds in it.
I take my hand because I drain the fluid out of it, so that way my salad's not all wet and it's wet enough with the lettuce in there and the juice from the tomato. So the lettuce
and that's what you want to hear when you're getting a salad, that it's wet enough in there. You know, whenever I'm out at a restaurant and I order a salad, I'm always like, make sure it's plenty wet enough.
Juice from the tomato and the cucumbers, it winds up being pretty wet. So, getting the juice out of the hand cubes and put the hand cubes in there.
Save your juices.
The hand cubes are good too.
Oh, Lord. Fuck you, man.
Love ham. You're taking mix this up. I might have to find something bigger. If I have anything bigger or not.
Oh, come on! I don't even remember him doing that last time.
Mix it all around, get everything in there, and so it's mixed up good.
Oh. Everyone got their tickets to the gun show?
Then I get my ranch dressing. It's really good ranch dressing. But I usually get the low fat and low calories. But I grab the more original this time. And you really don't start out putting a whole lot in. I put more than that in the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah. Good sound effects, huh?
oh Jesus. That's so much.
They can mix it around. I'm not going to use my hands on this one.
I so wish he used his hands.
Mix it all up.
Like, if time token would be to go back to this moment and say, Lorne, all of the top chefs use their hands after they put in the ranch dressing.
Around in there. And don't really need to use a whole lot of ranch because it thins out so much. But we'll have to put some more in because there's so much lettuce in there. Try and get everything up and around there.
And, like, he's put the dressing on. Like, this is clearly going to take him days to eat. Like, I don't think, like, I think he's the kind of guy that has pretty big portions, but no one could eat this in a day. Like, this is going to take a few days to eat. So why didn't he just put it on when he wanted it? It's just going to be all fucking manky and shit.
But like any lettuce, you can actually put anything in it. I thought about trying some horseradish in it once. But then I remember exactly how hot.
No, I don't believe Lorne did any live streams at all, Cafe Mac. So these are all videos that he recorded, and I think Emma or someone posted them up. I'm pretty sure he didn't do anything directly to it because I'm not sure. I don't know if he had internet access then or not.
Horseradish is so.
But in any case, this dickhead would be able to figure out how to upload himself anyway.
Oh yeah.
Lorne's wet cell.
Maybe I'll try something different. So I didn't try putting a little pepper in it, but then pepper didn't taste too good in it. Didn't really mix that well with it.
Well, pepper's no poppy seeds.
Bunched it all up. And didn't taste like I thought it would taste. I hit spots with pepper in it and spots without pepper. So to keep it all even, I just decided to use the only stuff that I originally used in it. But this right here is one really good salad. And the poppy seeds, they're expensive too, so I try to stay away from a large expense. This will add, the salad right here will actually, I tried split it up into little bowls that'll actually go me every day of the week.
This is so bad.
Plus a little today.
Chef's kiss.
There we go. There's the salad. Now let's give it a taste test. I washed my dishes, haven't put them away yet. See if I can get some hand cubes and stuff in there too.
All that is on there is lettuce and ranch dressing.
Ooh.
Oh no! It's out of his mouth, back into the salad.
Yep, really, really good.
Really, really good.
And there's the salad. If you want to try something different, you can also put
talking with his
parsley in it, or
parsley? No.
anything else? I haven't tried parsley yet, so I may try parsley in that.
I wish we got the parsley salad video.
That might give a little different taste to it. But there you go. There's a salad.
Oh, fantastic. All right, guys, that's going to do me for today. I will be streaming again tomorrow, which will probably be my last one for the week, and I will have a special guest on with me. I will leave the special guest as a surprise, so I hope to see you all then. Thank you very much for being here, guys. It's been a pleasure as always, and yeah, don't forget to delete your archives and catch you all tomorrow. All right.